Chris Duke John. I am the, I guess you could say, lead developer on the project XXX Tycoon. So in the last video, first of all, this one's a little bit overdue. I was supposed to kind of follow up with the post-production features, maybe probably the time in December, but we spend a lot of time working on a network and stuff like that. But I'll try not to make this like other videos. We'll go ahead and hit today. And today, we're shooting porn. You want to press the record button anytime to end or begin the shoot. Use the right or left arrow keys if you're in a hurry. Up and down does other things. Now, if you've seen the past videos, you know other things entails positions. So up and down keys kind of swap the positions. Now, I want to note, and a few things I didn't know last time, because I was getting so late in the video, is that swapping positions from certain positions actually matter as well. So if you do a combo and you want to go into doggy, or something like that, the guy's got to be on top, for starters, right? And so that's just something to think about. So record, boom, poof. There we go. Yeah, so just kind of, actually, you'll probably get a chance to see Herbie switch it up a little bit. So far as looking at a magazine. The scene's a little bit boring. We'll go ahead and speed it up. And now he's taking a smoke. Barry walks in, and we'll find out whether or not he's a happy camper about what's going on in here. I missed the combo. Alright. I came in here to welcome you and get this. Not that I'm complaining. Look, we'll talk, but wash my sheets, will you? So, Barry is the motel owner, in case you didn't see the previous Devplays. And actually, I never got a chance to show the game's intro, but I guess that's fine. I will leave a link to the demo in the description below. So, let's hit whatever. We want an in-time movie name. Now, the people that have played the demo, they also know that there's some issues with the key handling right now. So that's like punctuation, keys, uppercase letters, numericals. So far, they don't actually function. That's just because the engine's written that much from scratch. So I actually have to handle all the Unicode and the conversions myself, which is kind of a fucking pain in the ass. So I don't have in capital letters. So we'll call this one Vanilla Box. Alright. So this brings us straight to the products screen. When you hit products prior to doing the shoot, you will usually get a screen like this, although in some cases it'll have a lot more products, depending on how many products you actually have. In the future, we will actually go ahead and categorize this a little bit and let you kind of, pick a product by product type as well. But because this is a new product, we need to pick a distribution format. These are blanked out, but if you go and look at certain screenshots on our website, you will see what some of these are. This final box here is reserved for other products, which would be magazines, toys, etc. But for now, it's 1975, and we just got access to VHS. And all you need is a camcorder and an idea. VHS allows you to film anywhere, anytime. But you know what they say, just because you can doesn't mean you should. True. Format options would be, say we wanted to make a VHS box set, but we don't have more than one movie, so we don't have an option to do something like that. In the future, when you start to go and do internet-based products, so if you just shot a movie on the digital camera, you could opt to put this, a format option for a digital film would be online or on your website. In this case, we don't have any options, so we go ahead and hit none. Distribution channels also matters. Also very self-explanatory. Do you want to distribute locally, regionally, nationally, globally? Now, we don't actually have channels, and your channel would be the person you go through to sell in that particular region. I could click any one of these, and because we don't have a channel, it'll default to, which you'll see next. And Herbie says, one word, networking. You won't make it if you don't stay well connected with both your partners and customers. If people don't know your product exists, they can't buy it. I know a guy who knows people. Meet Shabazz in the park before sundown. Don't be late. It's funny because I actually edited that text. It used to be, meet Shabazz in the park after dark. And hit whatever. So, first of all, before we even get into this next part, I want to point out that the text is a little bit obnoxious in the city. I'm glad you got to see kind of how nice the text looks when you're indoors. When you're outdoors, not so much, especially when there is no background. We use a kind of off orange, and that does not really stand out in our city interfaces or city interaction screens. So here's Shabazz at the park, and we are in Pleasant Park. You can actually read a little bit about Pleasant Park if you go to enjoy.joy-toilet.com and check out part 18 of Making Trip Like Tycoon. We have a little story about this park. And he seems to be a little busy feeding birds. I want to point out that the AI in those pigeons are actually, it's a pigeon AI. These are kind of doing something real specific now, but in the future we also want to have some real fancy pigeon mechanics among other animal types, cars, people, etc. And so you started as friends, and he says, you don't know me and I don't know you. I want to keep it that way. I move products, you make them, I sell them, we make money. Got it? Don't come around here again. Wait for my packages. You'll know they're from me. Now, as I mentioned before, and I want to make this a particularly long video, so I will stop it here. In the next video, I want to get into some of the city AI, the city mechanics, how you pick up and acquire new performers, how you get new studio spaces, and what Shabazz actually means to your distribution process, and how the product is actually rated. If you enjoy the project, or if you enjoy what you just saw, feel free to check us out on Patreon. You can find our Patreon link at www.xxtycoon.com. That'll also be in the description below. You can find me on Twitter at DuplaJoy if you got any questions. Thanks for watching.
We broke.